Hey world, hey YouTube. Shout out to my Instagram viewership and shout out to all the drummers, the producers, the DJs, and content creators just getting it every day. I want to share some tips with you guys on two machines that are dear and near to my heart, such as the SPDSXs. These are the ones that have a little bit more memory in them, the SPDSX SE. They're really awesome, and I suggest you get into it if you're looking for more space, more samples, and just more time. Anyways, I want to share with you guys some really awesome dynamic tips to make triggering samples like claps, 808s, or longer samples like full songs more musical and integrate them into your playing as a drummer or as a DJ more seamlessly. So poly/mono, and dynamics, which you can see right here, where my finger is. These are really important options, and they can be used together to create different effects. So right here you can see that dynamics is on. If I hit minus, it turns it off. If I scroll down one to poly/mono, right now it's selected on mono. If I go over here and hit plus, now it says poly. What dynamics means if it's off is that no matter how hard you hit the pad, the sample will play loud at its loudest possible volume. And that's really good if you don't want to have to think about how hard you hit the pad. So let's look at this. Right now, dynamics is selected on off. Let's put it on. So right now, dynamics is on. I'm going to hit the pad over and over, and it's going to be soft and get loud. Right? And that's really great. It helps you be musical. I think that's better for like hi-hats and kick drums and snares. But when you want like a whole track from start to finish to just be as loud as it possibly can from its like normal gain stage, that's what you would want to do. Make sure that you have dynamics set to off so that you don't have to worry about how hard you hit the pad. All right? If you have poly now selected to mono while your dynamics are on, you can trigger the pad over and over, and it'll grow in volume. And then when you're finally ready at its loudest level to drop the record, you can do that, and it's kind of awesome. Hence this technique right here. So that's really cool. Also, if you want to engage the poly/mono button while the poly is on, it's going to double up on the record and give you some phasing issues. Notice how the record doesn't stop every time you hit the track. Now we've got it like, looping in on itself. It's kind of like a digital feedback loop. And that can be a vibe, but it's not necessarily what we want. So make sure that when you are triggering something over and over, if you don't want it to like continuously play and loop on itself, poly/mono has to be selected to mono. Okay, so it's really important. Recapping what I'm talking about is using dynamics and poly/mono, which is over here in the main menu. By selecting menu and enter, you can see the song list in the sample that we're using with the name and the BPM of it, so I know where I am and what I'm about to play. And we can go over here to mode and find dynamics and poly/mono and use those things to trigger the track loud and soft if we want to, or just loud all the time without having to think about it with dynamics, and using poly/mono to rhythmically drop the track or to do kind of a looping effect. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is eCUSSIONIST. I'm talking some nerdy stuff. Sometimes I'll be talking some more philosophical stuff. Sometimes I'll be sharing some beats with you, but I really appreciate your guys' attention, and I'll be in touch. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.